So a lot of people don't seem to realize this, but I'm a voice actor. Wait, seriously, you didn't know? Well, I don't necessarily blame you for thinking I'm not, because, well, what do you think I've been basing my entire life on?
Calculate a sufficiently stable stacking structure.
Go.
Dude, get
yourself.
You told Bozo Brain Bossy Bot. What does she know? She was eliminated at 8.
Now, a normal voice reel would have just had me take clips of every time I talked as a character and just call it a day. But here's the thing, we have a short catalog of characters, and by that I mean most of the shows that I'm working for now don't even have a finished episode out, which means I don't have anything else to showcase, and I can't talk about these guys. So instead of doing that, I'm going to be talking about how I managed to acquire those voice roles. Side note, this is also being made on a late notice because somebody told me that Jack and Jellyfee is still looking for a voice actor for 3. I know they made a list of people recommended for the job, and more of 3's personality will be revealed in Teapot 20, so in the naive hope that I can squeeze my way into that slot and hopefully be contacted by one of the members about an audition, you bet I'm going to be talking about my voice acting for several minutes. This guy holds a special place in my heart because he's one of the first ever voice roles I got accepted for. I was scrolling through Twitter and came across a user's post saying that they needed a voice for this rock guy. Thankfully, because I had just turned 16 around this year, I was qualified to audition. Geode is, suffice to say, an old guy. The audition page said he has an incredibly soft but deep-spoken voice, feeling as if he'd been isolated from the world and is now only coming out to be more social. So, naturally, I would just bring my voice down to right about here, where I'm just above a whisper. Is this establishment open? If you've ever kept up with Twilight Orchards, you would know that he's not an incredibly expressive guy, nor do you know a lot about him, but once episode 4 releases, hopefully you'll learn a lot more about him. Now this is where I somewhat got my foot out the door. It all started when Webs Revs made a video announcing a Patreon with loads of cool perks.
When you donate $100 a month, I will hop into a Discord call with you and write an object show short with you once a month.
For the record, I should clarify that this Patreon does not exist anymore. A few months later, it was announced that 3E had been revived, for real this time. That's when Webs added a more exclusive tier. You get to voice your own OC in 3E for, like, what, 50, like 60, $70 a month? I don't know. Regardless, they were very limited, and I jumped on the bandwagon like no one else had. Since Portable Radio is an executive producer on the show, I wanted to give him, like, a more busy, flamboyant voice. Very well. Till next time, Chocolate Bar. At least, just high enough so I still don't sound this deadpan. He has no visual appearance in the next 2 episodes, however, Webs was kind enough to have me voice another character instead. You know who this is from. Now I get that both of these voices are hard to differentiate, but I wanted to try a more soldier-esque character where his voice sounds hard and gruffy.
Help! Help! Don't just sit there, help me! Help!
So back in 2023, I was approached by a user named Baluka Mistima on Twitter saying that they were interested in having me on board for a video game, which, I mean, come on, how can you pass up that opportunity? Your voice will be in a game that hundreds are gonna play. Suffice to say, I took the role after watching the teaser. Explore the new world, fight the darkness, make friends, or not. The narrator might just seem like your regular narrator on paper, and again, you might just be thinking this is just my normal voice, but rest assured there is more to him, as confirmed by the creator himself. The narrator has gone on record leading various legends to fight off rebellious darkness, despite the blank state that Shrubby partakes in. This show doesn't exist. By that, I mean a full episode wasn't completed on time. All I have left to show you is this video that Brown Scarf made of what was left of the project. On top of the fact that it doesn't exist, the guy I play in the total runtime of that video has 3 lines.
Hey, Pee Pants!
What? What did you just call me?
Pee Pants? You know, pajama pants?
It's not like that, dumbass.
Anyways, I was wondering if you want to raise.
No, man. Go away. I'm busy. Everything about Pajama Pants as a character just whispers out tired. Like, really tired. I just brought my voice down the lowest I can go. Like, just right down here where I'm just barely awake. He's the one character that just doesn't want to be there for the competition at all, but has to stay for certain obligations.
Ooh, tasty!
Finally, at long last, we've reached what I personally consider to be the best voice acting role I took. On February 5th, one of the II directors messaged me going on about, "Hey, we're working on this project. Are you interested in helping with a couple lines?" So first, this wasn't really an easy process to get here. Admittedly, I did fall back on some stupid things like sending in large amounts of money during their live streams just to nudge at the possibility, which is also how I made this former audition video in the first place. It's a slow burn, but what comes around goes around, right? 5 days later, I got another message back saying that they chose me to be one of the recommended characters from Season 1. They gave me a script, I recorded the lines before the end of the week, and sent them in. And there you have it. Magic 8, or for some of you, 8 Ball, from Inanimate Insanity. Before the remastered series was even put into plan, half of the recommended characters didn't really draw a personality to latch on to. With Magic 8 being an example, they tried painting him off as this sort of floater who apparently has a favorite number. My favorite number is 79. But I like to imagine that he's got something more in him, because the voice I tried to give him made him sound like a wise prospect, which means giving him this low and registered tone. 79 will always be my favorite number. And that's about it. Now I know all of this doesn't prove how much vocal range I have just as a regular voice actor, but that's where the impressions come into play.
Wouldn't it be better if it were like a bear competition? Because bears are so totally awesome. Hi guys, this is cool, I guess.
Oh, come on, GB. I just wanted to talk about shapes.
This steak will go great with my fries. No laser can stop us now, Thor.
That'll be you soon, Coiny. These are creepily lifelike.
Do I vote for Smarty, an old teammate, Chalky, an old teammate, or Latte, the love of my life?
This whole place is a wasteland. Do you mind if I have a realistic panic attack?
Well, dear, we're clearly in Among Us, but of course I wouldn't expect you to know anything about that. What's the use? Nothing I say matters. Nothing matters.
Look, with some practice and someone on standby to help me out, I can genuinely bring out a good performance when given a chance. I've really been wanting to branch out into newer territory with the OSC. I don't see myself just making YTPs for the rest of my life, which is why I sincerely want to audition for 3 in BFDI. Or, Blender would be fine too, because I don't think they've spoken before. Now this will be a really difficult task, because we have no idea who 3 is as a character until Teapot 20 comes out, nor do we have a single clue on what they sound like, but I will still be the first to try out some voices, just based on my interpretations, of course.
What are you doing here? Why are you asking me for help? Do you have any idea how long Forrest trapped me in here? My whole life I've never fit in anywhere. Everything I have to say is always met with an eye roll, as if the act of hearing what I have to say is some exhausting chore. Nobody up there thinks I can do or say anything right. Just leave me alone! Just escape the exit while you can. Please. Look at me. What good am I if those algebraians never cared about me?